That's why.
All right, we are live. OTNG Season 2, Episode 22, I believe. When we last left our heroes, the city of Crossings was shrouded in a heavy mist and a heavy fog.
A vampire fog.
That was just hard to see your hand in front of your face. And the city is now under attack. Portions of it are burning. Dead walk the streets where markets once stood, and the heroes have been vainly battling against the onslaught. You had initially planned a sojourn out to a new island that had appeared in the Dark Waters, the river of the Darkwater River.
We're convinced there's some connection.
Ships, some boats have gone out to this island to explore it, but none of them have returned. Fishing boats on the river itself have been attacked by giant eels.
Shrieking eels.
Shrieking eels. Right,
if you turn back now, princess.
Shrieking eels. Shrieking eels.
Waiting for Vicini.
Hit him with a rock.
My way's not very sportsmanlike. One of the greatest movies ever made.
Wonderful.
Truly.
At least you've seen that one.
And speaking of seeing movies, we're not allowed to discuss Endgame. I'm not going until Sunday morning, probably.
Oh, I was going to ask who'd seen it.
I've seen it twice.
Twice? Why?
Well, I saw it twice because I went to see it on my own, and then a friend was like, "Hey, you want to come and see it?" And I was like, "Okay."
Why not?
It's like, let me see what I missed.
Yeah, because you had to go to the bathroom at some point, I'm sure.
You saw it, right, Nils?
Yeah, and you know what? I intentionally didn't drink any liquid all day.
I'm having a similar thought. Yeah.
Luckily, did I tell the story about how we got tickets?
Yes.
And Grace? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we won't take up time with that. All right.
It was a great
story.
Moving along. So the where we had last closed the scene was where we had last ended. The previous session was with 808
inexplicably exploded.
808 immolating a building.
We just happened to be in the vicinity.
Can neither confirm or deny that we were involved.
And I think the plan was for the party to head back to the docks, despite all the chaos, despite all the horror, despite all the destruction going on around you, as you hear like crashings of like what could be siege engines on at the eastern gate in the eastern districts. What will you do? Sigh.
Man, like my father used to always say to me, little Rosanna, Anna, Dana, if it's not one thing, it's another. What are we going to do, guys?
Well, last time Ichabod and 808 were quite set on getting to the island to try and stop the onslaught because they figured it was kind of
we made the assumption.
Suddenly out of the fog, there's Morgan, there's Opie, Gideon.
Oh my goodness!
You're all
our
together.
characters. That's not a good sign.
Oh crap!
What will you do?
Okay, well, what are the newcomers new? I think we have to. Do we have to head and help people? We need to stop this siege.
How are we going to stop a siege that's going on like that? It sounds like
Where's this coming from? When we're talking about, we talking about this.
Well, you can hear this. I mean, you can just
moving our
hear
map around.
these muff. Oh, right, from the map. Let me give you some indicators. You are currently about here.
Okay, dead center.
And your plan had been to head for the docks down here and pick up a boat. You had encountered that red fog, which left the lifeless husks.
But we chased it.
And we killed it.
You had,
yes, we did.
You had driven it off. You had burned it with fire, but it had fled from you out to here, right? Out to here and into this furthest southeastern corner of the city, and you tracked it there using the sense magic.
Yes.
And you had destroyed it there, and then you had made your way back, and then encountered some other, the shambling dead, and those multi-limbed creatures that were like thrashing a house that Gideon just decided, or not Gideon, 808 just decided to light on fire. You can hear now as you're standing, we got to get down to the docks. And then the rest of your companions arrive, like, what's going on? And you can just hear what sounds like the crashing of siege engines and the roar of something.
I think
but it sounds like it should just be like across the city, but it sounds so far away, so distant, just shrouded and muffled by the pea soup that there's this fog just settling down onto crossings.
All right. I'm gonna go with.
Do we still believe we need to get to the island?
Well, I think the island is the source of the issues. I think the whole fact that the sound of siege engines, where we can't really hear it, is that they're actually, I don't know that they're entirely there, or if we could even do anything without dealing with the island.
Right. Well, there's also a militia in the city, and there are soldiers in the city that are ready for the last siege. So, I think you're correct.
There's the guild and a number of governmental bodies that I'm sure are addressing it. I think Ethan's point that all the noise could be real, or could be coming from another dimension and another place,
right?
And be a distraction. But whatever all is going on, I think we all agree that it has something to do with the island.
Especially since people did not come back from it.
Well, it's obviously a fun fair, carnival.
Right. Right. So either way, we win.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that as much as is going on around here, I think we just need to ignore the cries for help.
Stay calm. Carry on. Very well. I agree. I just want to make sure we're still on the same page. And Aaron's trying to shake our will. I sense it.
Yep.
Sorry,
right. Peter. I want you to know that I did make an adjustment to Opie's character sheet to kind of help provide single button clicks for your first, second, and then third plus attacks, because you get different bonuses for those.
Yeah.
I hope it's helpful. They should throw details to the chat when we use them, but perhaps not. So
let's find out.
I think it's it. I just threw one to the chat, and if you see on the character sheet in the properties, I have written those details about how it includes trickery and then dirty tricks. If you change it from the pencil, the editing state to its just play state, that stuff reads a little bit clearer, though it is just kind of a wall of text. I'm not sure which you prefer.
But when you click the wall of text, it pulls up the die.
Exactly. It does the same thing as clicking the die button. And then
attack roll 20 plus and beat a defense by 5.
And take another turn. And that would.
Thank you. Very handy.
I think you can make 2 attacks or something.
Well, I can make a whole other turn, and that would be my second attack because I get to use trickery twice. So that's why
I don't know why I wrote on your character then a third attack. Maybe.
Well, if I rolled that again, the third attack wouldn't get the trickery bonus.
Correct. That's why I had. That's why I had written it, because take yet another turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to often get to use that, but if I do, it's nice to have a button.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's there. Makes it simple and not have to try to fiddle with the macro kind of stuff. I was realizing in Opie's last session that might be helpful.
Very. Thank you so much.
So it's the first time all of you have been together in one place at one time, facing so much danger. What will you do? While you plan, I'm going to go grab a drink.
My headphones fell off. Did Aaron just say he's going to grab a drink?
Yep.
Ooh, I better do the same thing. I'll be right back.
We're supposed to be planning.
Yeah, I know. So it sounds like we're being given all of our characters.
Yep.
Which is not a good thing.
Nope.
So I think I would suggest that we try and get 2 boats.
That's a good idea to kind of split things up, so when one of them is attacked by the eel, the other one can continue on.
Exactly.
If that's the case, we should get 6 boats.
I just think we don't put all our eggs in one basket, right?
Are you saying 2 boats or 1?
Saying 2 boats.
I was saying 6.
I say 1 set of characters in each.
I'll compromise and go with 3.
And each of our 2 characters are both in the same boat. So when one boat goes down, one player is completely out.
Is it completely out? Yeah, that's a smart choice. Let's go with that.
It's okay. I've already got like 5 more characters rolled up. We're good.
You're hard pressed. I haven't finished working on my character for your game yet. I mean, I have the basics. We've talked about him. I think I have enough to get a 0 level going.
Yeah.
That's one thing I like about 0 level is it kind of helps me define who my character is going to be.
Yeah, definitely.
That's where I don't do well in the whole Pathfinder. You need to write a novel before we start playing.
Yeah. Oh, and just a heads up, if I'm going to send an email making sure everyone knows, but this Sunday.
This Sunday. Oh, crap. What time?
6:30?
In the evening, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'll be there.
Sweet.
In the morning, I'll be at Heather's.
In the morning, I'll be asleep.
Yes, good. Yeah, well, Heather and I, she was in Fresno last weekend, and the weekend before that, we were at her parents', which is pleasant, but can't sit down, smoke a joint, and then go see Endgame. You know, it's just not the same.
Mm-hmm.
So, one important thing. You're in Arizona. Is there an hour difference now?
No, there is not.
Okay.
DST is over for you guys anyway, which means that you're back on my time.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're on DST.
I'm back.
Back in baby's arms.
Do we have a plan?
Get them.
That's your plan?
We're planning on trying to make it to the docks.
Okay.
We're going to take 2 boats.
2 boats. Okay.
We don't put all our eggs in one basket.
That way, when you kill us with an eel, we'll only use one half of our figures.
Okay. Are you kind of splitting the 2 groups? Like
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Group 1 and group 2.
Yes. Our
Okay,
other
group.
thought was to take 3 boats and put each of our characters.
Oh, you could be C together.
yeah.
So that
So
way,
if
when
one
we
boat-
destroyed one of us, one of us was completely out.
That's right. You're gone. See you next week.
Yep.
Okay, there are longboats, like kind of they're oared longboats. They're sort of used for transit, sometimes fishing. You know, they'll go out to the different islands and harvest the mushrooms that only grow in these places, or hunt the alligators where they're fine
Hey,
skins.
I bet the leader of the mushroom harvesters is named Gib.
Might be.
You never know.
So 2 of you will need to row, and 1 of you can do something else. Maybe man the tiller.
Yeah.
Why don't we have a quick for boat 1? Who are the 2 rowers? Party 1, which would be the initial party that started this adventure.
Which was 8008
Morgan and
in Ichabod.
Who is rowing?
So why don't go ahead?
I would say I think 808 going to be really good at rowing.
And Ichabod, since Morgan's still pretty slight, even though she's probably, I'm guessing since she's
Yeah, she's definitely still slight.
and therefore she would fit well for the or her
Navigator. Yep.
Mhm.
steering.
That works for me.
And then in boat 2,
We have Gideon, Opie, and Ukufa.
Ukufa is strong. He'll row.
And Gideon's pretty strong, so he can row.
Opie's much better at navigating, and that lets him keep his eyes facing forward, so he's not surprised by anything they run into.
There
okay.
you go.
Not surprised. Yes, not surprised. Which are you going together? Or are you trailing each other? Or what is your formation as you strike out for this island? The fisher folk have told you, you know, you've heard about where it would be. It would, you know, it's just north of, you know, the Mushroom Island and the Alligator Island.
We've got the boat with the original crew just about 10, 15 feet ahead of the other boat.
Okay,
And they're kind of a little bit like one's just to the left of the other a little bit.
And are you moving cautiously, or are you moving
With purpose.
are you pulling with every ounce of strength?
I think we should move quickly.
I'd say somewhere in between those two.
Yeah, I was thinking between cautiously but with purpose.
Very good.
Well, you can have one or the other.
Okay.
And the reason why is because the river is rough this evening. You know, it's
gotcha.
choppy, and either you can like try to stroke with the current and ride the chop, or you could just pull against it. You know, and that slapping of oars and the obviously you will be able to arrive at your destination faster. But you have this choice.
Anybody got sailing experience that can do
I do not have any in my background, so we might want to go with cautious. What was that, Ethan?
I say I'm pretty sure none of my characters do.
Then let's
Okay,
proceed
so
cautiously.
we're all
Yeah.
landlubbers. So yeah, let's do cautiously because we don't want to get ourselves too far trapped or something.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's all I need is the adventure to end before it starts because we drown out of our own stupidity.
Damn it.
Hey, new characters.
Who's wearing armor? Or sorry, who's not wearing armor? Who's not wearing metal armor?
Morgan is not wearing metal armor.
I don't think Opie is either. Let me check.
Morgan
He is,
has
or-
hard leather.
Where the hell do I?
800-135 is not wearing
Oh.
metal armor.
Oh, he's made of
Technically
metal.
speaking, Yakufa is wearing bone armor. So
Where the hell do I have that listed? That's under equipment. Okay.
so
I have-
technically it's
yeah.
not.
Opie's wearing soft leather. I should really upgrade that.
Yep, that's
yeah,
why. I
and Ichabod's wearing hard leather and carrying a shield. Oh man, I really need to get better armor on my guys. But I think it had to do with agility, didn't it? Affect our agility or something like
No,
that?
you had to have a minimum strength requirement for the better armor.
That's right. And now that I'm stronger, I can actually get better armor.
Yeah.
And you can
If we
make those
survive this, I'll
you
do
can
it.
make those adjustments to your character. That's fine, because I kind of threw you into this adventure, and we did some of that last session at the start, at the outset, right?
Yeah.
Let me do a quick look through the rule
So
book.
if you
then
need
and
any
see.
equipment adjustments, just make them on the fly in your character. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Within, if it's just like a step of one armor, that's fine. But
Right.
just if it's like,
If you go with
if you
full
want
plate, then we have to have
mail,
a.
then yeah, let's have a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Totally.
I don't see more than a step, to be honest, because it just makes sense for the characters to be able to get a little better. But I don't see them walking around in much better than. I want to see the list here to make sure it even makes sense. Like I went from short bow to a long bow with Opie.
Right, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean that kind of thing makes sense to me.
So if I went from a two-handed warhammer to a three-handed warhammer, that would be all right.
It would, but the third hammer would make people nervous.
We want to know where that hand has been.
I don't think I actually want to know where that third hand has been.
Probably not.
We got it from Uncle Ridian.
Even
So-
worse.
Uh-huh.
Where the hell is armor?
Armor is before weapons.
Ah, there we go. Thank you.
In the equipment section.
What is brigandine?
It's leather
Brigandine.
armor with plates stitched or riveted onto it. So it's kind of
Oh,
like
that's
half a
right.
guy.
Yeah, the picture at the bottom there. Very good.
Mhm.
Yeah, like a leather jacket with strips of metal.
So basically a motorcycle jacket.
Yeah, Tom's motorcycle jacket. Because he's got all those spheres, those circles and things all over it. Yeah, so yeah, Opie's going up to hard leather and Ichabod is going to go to brigandine. So just increase my defense by 1.
There you go. I'll be right back.
So yeah, obviously with our lack of any kind of nautical skills, we'll be being cautious, trying to not overshoot or get too lost in the fog, trying to keep a sense of where we are in relation to where we were and where we're going so that we're not like going around in circles.
And keeping a close eye on each other so we're not losing each other.
Yes. So our password is Marco. The
Hello.
other half is, yeah, there you go.
Okay, that's good. I'm just waiting on Ethan
No
before
problem.
we
'cause
kick off
this
this
is-
shit show.
Oh, that's scary. When you say it, imagine it's going to be another all night combat. I hope you guys. I hope none of you guys are carrying wounds.
Right.
Not after a year.
Not
We
after
haven't
a
really
year.
been-
Yeah.
We haven't really been
I
in
think some of
combat.
you are down castings or utility, but
That's a good question. Let me check.
Well, shit. You know what?
Okay.
Brigandine is a defense of 13, but hard leather is agility +2. I've got an agility of 12. That gives me a defense of 4. That gives me a hard leather is a 14, which is actually better than brigandine.
right.
There you
So
go.
I'm upgrading Opie's, but I think we're going to stick to the hard leather.
There you go.
Did we actually have combat last time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We did. Okay. All
You
right.
blew up a house.
Well, no, I mean, we shot at things, but did we actually take damage?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Let's
would-
I
double
don't
check.
think Morgan did. No, Morgan didn't take any damage.
Okay, because I've got damage on.
Ichabod took 6.
Okay. that's
Ichabod
fine.
took 6 when Morgan exploded and I was pinned under 8008.
mhm, mhm.
Oh
Right,
right,
okay.
yeah.
All
It
right.
was all self-inflicted.
Yeah. I didn't inflict it.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm just thinking some about this encounter right now.
I was worried you were having a moment of silence for us.
The fog is thinner out on the water. It's wafting in off the water, you know, and settling in over the city. And across the over the chop, you hear something. You hear a, and then you can see
Back.
a ripples like racing towards your boats all around.
Shit.
What will you do?
Eels. We should probably keep moving, but I know what we haven't taken a lot of wounds, but we have used up some spells. Yeah. Let's see what Ichabod's got left.
I've got quite a bit, actually.
How far are we from our goal?
It's a good question, actually.
Well, you're moving. You're not moving with purpose, so you are some distance away right now.
Okay, so it's not like if we pull hard now, we can maybe.
It would take you 3 moves to get to, at your current rate. It would take you 3 moves to get to the islands that you know about, and then you're not sure how much further beyond that.
Okay.
Fine. We need to kill some of these things. They eat the corpses.
Mm-hmm.
I think Opie would like to take a shot with his bow.
Okay, so you're going to try to hold them off at range. Just start. I mean, as they're closing in at you.
Yeah, that's my take a couple shots as they're coming in, because then I have to switch to a saber as they get closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just make a couple of checks here, dice wise. Plus.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was a saber. Damn. I'm like, let's use that 26 I rolled. I liked that.
So one problem with using washers for bases is that when you glue the figure to them, you can glue the whole thing to the table.
Yeah, that's an excellent point.
Oh, because it goes through the hole.
Yes, which is what I just did with about a third of my Swedes.
Are you using super glue or white glue?
Yeah, super glue.
Oh, that's harder. Anybody watching Barry?
Barry what?
It's an HBO series with
No.
Bill Hader from Saturday Night Live.
No, I haven't.
It's good.
No.
It's worth watching if you have it. Well, let's see if that works.
And I don't care if you talk about Game of Thrones because I'm not watching it. So
I don't watch it.
I haven't seen it. Mainly because I don't have the money to pay for it.
Yeah. I am in the minority on this one, so I'm aware of that.
George Martin's a hack.
Thank you. Aaron and I we're lockstep on this one. Though Glenn would be very upset to hear us say that.
Is he a fan?
Well, you remember at the Terraforming Mars game, it kept calling Dave and I, but he said intellectual snobs because we didn't like it. Like,
is that right?
Yeah. He says, that's the problem, is you just don't understand it. Oh, they said, no, it's just not good writing.
Well, I mean, I think it was good in the beginning. I think the challenge for the author has been that the story's just gotten too big. It's just gotten away from him, and there's no strategy to address it. Just like the D&D campaign that goes on and on and on.
Right. No one knows how to end it.
Right. You go to the city of brass, and then you fall through the clouds. That's how you end it.
That's how he ended it.
Yeah.
All right.
Until Aaron says, "Hey guys, I got a level 6 adventure for you guys."
Well,
A level 7, actually.
Were we 7? Holy shit!
We just leveled to 7.
Oh, interesting. Well, we'll soon be having that conversation about what next. But tonight,
Yeah, because we're level 7 here.
Yeah.
Shit.
Is it that lethal, Aaron?
Sorry, my prep was weak, and I'm just trying to get my references up.
That's fine, as long as it's not like, oh shit, they'll never survive this.
No, it's. I don't think it's that. I mean, there is some danger because you're on water, so there's risk there. I'm just looking for my reaction tables.
Yeah.
Do we have any sense about how deep the
Deep.
inlet is? Very, very deep?
Yeah.
Okay. Deep enough for giant eels?
Yes.
Deep.
Well, no, that was. I
Right.
think that's the reason he was asking about what armor we were wearing.
Yeah, to know if we'd sink quickly or slowly when they try to eat us as we fall out of our boats.
Exactly.
None of us are standing up in boats, by the way.
Cool.
Is that a problem?
Standing in boats.
Don't stand up in a boat.
All right, let's see what they. There are two of. Well, there's.
Two's plenty. That's lots.
Two lots.
1, 2, 5.
Well, rabbits can't count past 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, many.
Generally speaking, most humans can't tell the difference between like 6 and 8.
There you go. See.
After 5, it becomes a lot.
So there's a rippling, there's a disturbance, there's a churning in the water, and it's
a shrieking noise.
And a shrieking noise, and it's coming. The shrieking noise is coming from either side of the boats, and these things have raced up around you, but there's just some thrashing in the water. You can see long, ropey, black tentacles. Eels, you're sure of it. The shrieking eels, princess. Do you hear them now?
If you come back to the boat now, I promise no harm shall come to you.
That's exactly where we are. It's dark. It's scary. What's happening? What will you? It's going to be a melee. You have the initiative. Will you go fast or slow?
I'm going fast to take a shot.
Morgan is going fast. Yakufa is going slow.
So let's see. For boat 1, Ichabod and 808 are rowing. Will they continue to row?
Yes, I think we should continue to row, and Morgan should fling a spell. What do you guys think?
Oh, okay.
For boat 1.
Yeah, 8-0-8-1-5 doesn't have a lot to do anything until we're actually in direct melee.
That's my thought. So once they're in melee, then we have to stop rowing.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I've got a bolt thrower spell, but I don't know that I'm ready to use my last.
Let's save it. Save it.
Oh, yeah.
We could circle our rowboats. I was thinking we'd try and draw the rowboats together.
Oh, good idea. Let's do that.
Try and create a slightly larger platform that's more difficult.
That's right.
And bunch everybody up in one place so that we get attacked from both sides.
Exactly. So, it's fine. It makes it easier on all of us. So
Kufa, we get close together. He can just do massive arcs and try and kill lots of things simultaneously.
So boat 1 is continuing to row. Boat 2 is trying to draw up alongside them or behind them.
No, we're not going to continue to row. They're going to try to get next to each other.
Oh, you're going to maneuver together. The two boats are going to come together. Are they going to come together port and starboard, or are they going to come together
port and starboard,
fore and aft?
Port and starboard. We got to improve our moments of inertia.
Okay. And I think there were some fast attacks going from Morgan and from Opie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have to make a slow attack. I'm sorry. It's going to be a slow attack if I'm going to have any attempt of trying to steer at the same time. So, no, I'm going slow. I'm sorry.
Right. So, this round, the water's chopping you about. The rowers, if you go fast, you can successfully link up together, arms on a gunwale, locking oars, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the next round, you'll be at the mercy of the current, or you can use the oars. You can try to row this larger boat.
Yeah.
It might be a little more challenging, but we'll get there next round.
Well, not necessarily row it as so much as somebody can be trying to steer the boat roughly where you need it to go, or at least
on the current. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So why we try to deal with eels?
Sure.
That way we're not completely out of control.
Sure.
Right.
Okay. OP and Morgan, you're the two remaining characters, and unless the rowers are not going to do anything other than row.
No, rowers got to row.
What action? What were you? These guys are going. These creatures are going slow.
Okay, so Opie is taking a shot, but I need to check something real quick. I'm so sorry, I didn't check this because I have now
26 attacks.
You can use an action to aim at a creature you can see within medium range. Make a perception attack roll against the target's agility. On a success, you spot an opening. For 1 round, when you attack the target with a ranged weapon, you make the attack roll with 3 boons, and your attack roll does 3d6 extra damage.
Right.
Wow. Do it.
Yes, that's a perception roll.
Hopefully that's the guy wearing a
His agility is 12. And did you do it with any boons?
No, but I can because I have.
You're going to use your dirty tricks or something, or your
exploit opportunity once per round when the total of your that's not it. Trickery once per round, make an attacker challenge with 1 boon. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is yeah.
So.
Oh, trickery is only on the first attack or 2 attacks?
I can do it a second time with
one of your other
dirty tricks, the other skill. Yeah.
So confusing. All right.
It's because we've advanced.
Right.
Yes. So I'm going to get 1 boon.
Take a bane for the chop and take a bane for the night.
All right. So with the boon, it's a -1, meaning it's a 1 boon. 1 bane. 1 bane.
Net 1 bane.
Yeah.
And he's needing to beat the equal.
Fuck.
No, it's like, you're back there in the aft of the boat, near the tiller, and
things are just see it enough.
Yeah, things are just moving too much.
So taking my shot regardless.
All right.
Still, it's a good thing to try to get. I'll be using that a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
But he was trying to beat the agility. Is that right?
Yes.
Ooh! I shot something.
All right.
Anyway, hey, watch it back there.
I'm taking a second shot.
You're going to try to hit the same target. It's another turn, right? It's a whole nother turn. So you're a whole nother slow turn here. So you can do the aiming and the shooting, but are you going to try to hit the same creature? Or are you going to go for a different one, or
you said it's a seething mass in the water? I can't imagine I can tell it apart.
Chop. Yeah,
I'm just firing into that churning chop. Yeah.
Okay.
It just doesn't make sense that I could, unless they've got colored fins. I'm shooting a blue one.
I mean, you could try to track it, and I would give you a challenge to do it.
Sure, but no, the logical thing, just firing at that mass, because if I can wound them enough, they'll either back off or attack their wounded brethren. So this is a second shot. But I've used trickery twice now in the same round.
Right, and that's in part why I had added that third attack, that third die roll to your sheet.
So now this is just this,
And so you're 2 banes right now. For the perception. You're doing the aiming.
Yeah, I'm just shooting
with the net 1 bane. I think is what we got to last time, right? Or is it going to be 2 banes now because you've already used the boons for your trickery?
I've used 2 boons, so I think it's 2 banes.
Yep.
This is just a shoot, right? And
are you trying to aim, or are you?
Oh no,
because you have a whole slow turn. You have 2 actions.
Oh, that's right. So I can do sorry guys, I can do my new ability. Gotcha.
Yeah, you can make that perception challenge again.
Yeah.
But it's going to be with 2 Banes now because you chewed up your dirty tricks.
That's right. I'm going to roll a 20.
Yep.
The Bane to be 1s.
Close.
There's a 2. All right, so I don't see a weakness because it's a seething mass of it's
Like,
a
how?
seething mass
What
of,
the fuck is that? All right, shoot.
yeah, it probably isn't even really. Then this is going to be straight longbow without any of the fun
Yeah, this should be your
things.
third attack.
Yeah, yep. Oh, rolled a 5.
Yeah,
Wow.
miss. All right.
No, but I hit the water. I did hit the water.
Mark down your ammunition and go ahead, Morgan.
Morgan looks at the seething mass, puts her right hand up to the sky, and her left hand points out and casts Burning Beam.
Okay. Are you doing any of your...
Nope. Nope.
Do not explode in the boat.
I know. $21 versus the agility.
That's a pass. Their agility is 12.
So they take 6 damage, and whatever creature gets hit is also blind for the next round.
So you hit 1 creature, correct?
Yep, only
For
one.
for 6 damage?
6 damage.
Let's see which one you hit.
And now it's going to be thrashing even more because it can't see. If it had eyes to begin with.
We don't know, but
Exactly. It shrieks.
It only has eyes for you.
it's probably some kind of kraken creature, and we're just assuming it's shrieking eels.
It's
No, it's
exactly.
tentacles.
It's probably like 30 tentacles off the same creature.
That's right. A mouth the size of a school bus.
Well, each of the tentacles is a mouth, actually.
Oh my god.
Okay. Let's see. It's their round. They're going slow with just a seething, churning mass. But now all the attention is focused on, both boats. But only one boat did damage.
Only one did? I thought both of them did damage.
No, both did damage. There was a hit from, yeah. So now there is a, let's see if this is going to work. Morgan's at the tiller. Opie's at the tiller. Each of you are going to take 1 attack as this gaping, piercing maw, like, almost kind of leaps at the water, kind of gnashing at the tiller, where you maybe where your hand is resting.
There's no resting.
There's no resting in baseball.
There's no resting in baseball.
This is against Morgan.
I believe that hits because I don't have my armor up.
Okay,
But
defense.
you are wearing armor for the first time.
I am wearing armor. Yeah, no, my armor is 13, so that hits.
Okay, so
Yeah.
sorry, I'm just reading the thing to make sure my macro is working. 9 plus 2 with +4 for the boon, and then 5 damage. That is correct.
Yep.
And don't forget the Bane because monsters are afraid to attack her.
This monster is not. This monster is enraged now. They're just and it's like all the churning and the swirling is like at the back of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Opie.
Defense is 16.
Okay. Uh, 12. I think that's a miss. All right, new round. We go fast or slow. We're going to use the. What are we going to do? Everybody roll a d6 and a d4 to the.
Okay. To the tracker.
Yeah, to the tracker, and the d4 will be for party 1, and the d6 will be for party 2.
Sounds good.
How do you do this? We roll a die and then drag it.
Yeah, you grab it from the little box, the little parenthetical box with the number, with the shape. You can drag that onto the table and create a counter. Yeah.
It worked. I've learned a skill.
Oh, out of curiosity, when this creature jumped at me and bit my hand, did I notice whether or not it had eye sockets?
Yeah, it is a big giant eel. You are familiar with eels.
Yeah.
Just that, the size of these is
It's alarming.
We
alarming.
prefer them in pies, not in rivers.
Yes.
I am trying to drag my second die onto the tabletop, and it's not showing up for me.
Okay, I'll fix that for you.
I see it. It's on the table, I think.
I see a D. There's a 3.
Yeah, there's a D4,
D4.
there, and then there's a D6 up here and one down there for you.
I don't see the. Okay, I don't see them. Oh, there they are. I'm sorry. Okay, I somehow they got off. Got it. All right, so I will delete one of them. There we go. Oh, wait a minute.
Was that one you deleted for the flamethrower?
I think so. So there we go. Okay. So yeah, don't touch this 2 down here.
Not unless you fire the flamethrower.
And
Okay, are you guys going fast or slow?
Morgan is fast, Yakufa is slow.
Yeah, I think Opie should go slow. Ichabod will go fast. We're not continuing to row, right? We're defending ourselves at this
We're defending.
point.
Okay, then I am going to go.
You guys are gonna stop trying to control the boat and fight.
Well, that's why Opie's going slow, so he can keep one hand on the tiller but fight. I figure one action to control the boat and one action to swing my sword. Because I figured holding the boat is like moving, right? If you go slow, you can move and attack.
Well,
how does that work for the GM's point of view? Does he have to use all his energy to?
Right, managing the boat will be challenging.
So like take a bane to it by doing it as an off action kind of thing?
Or do I need to go slow and use both actions to do it?
Right. So the water's choppy. The current is strong. You can certainly just let go of everything and go with the current. That would be one option. You could try to maintain, you could go slow and try to use an action to fight and use an action to wrestle with the boat, but it wouldn't be that effective. Or you could try to just forget the fighting and use the boat, either fast or slow, right?
Okay.
And using the boat would be kind of like move actions.
Then Opie's going to try to move the boat because that will try to keep both of them together. And I know that obviously I can't fight the current, but if I can steer us in the current to avoid obstacles and so on or whatever, while they're fighting. So that's what Opie is doing.
Okay.
So however many actions that is, he's going to do the boat. Now, which is our square die? Is that team 1?
So I've been changing their facings to 1 and 2,
Gotcha.
just for groups 1 and 2, and they should match your colors so that you can have your parties. I just realized that I probably should have put the character tokens out, but whatever.
I need a 2 on my 6 here. How do I change that? Or you do it?
Right-click it, and when it says multi-side, say choose side, and then you move the slider.
What? It just kicked me out. What?
Yeah, he dropped off of.
Yeah, he dropped.
Oh, he dropped from roll 20.
Yeah.
It looks like he's back.
That's weird.
Huh.
Okay, so my number 6 is going to be fast. That's Ichabod.
Okay.
I assume. Okay, good. I'm sharing again. Good. Sharing is caring. My character's back up again. All right, who's next? Sorry to monopolize things with my ineptitude here.
I don't think you're doing that.
No, I don't think so.
Thanks.
Are the entities close enough to actually melee, or are they still?
Yeah,
I guess it must be.
they could be. I mean, you could lash out in the water. They're
Right.
pretty much all around.
Okay, so maybe then
Don't think I want to light my sword yet.
probably a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna Gideon, which is in number 2, which is in boat 2, will go slow. 808 will go fast, which I guess would stay where they are.
Cool. And let's see, Ichabod is the cross swords, and Ichabod is going slow. Opie is going fast. Is that right?
No, well, Opie is going however he had to go to manage the boat.
It depends if he wants to spend 1 or 2 actions.
He'll spend 2
fast or
actions
slow.
He'll use 2 actions managing the boat because there's 2 boats.
Oh, like trying to get like on either tiller.
Yeah, and I
Just
can't.
got 1 foot on each boat.
And I can't seem to move either of my tokens. There we go. Ichabod should be going fast. He wants to take a slash.
Oh, interesting. Because Kufa created them.
Because I created them, I think.
They have it. They're bound to Kufa. I'll fix it.
I was trying to just help.
Oh yeah, I appreciate the help.
Stop helping. Grace tells us that all the time. Dad, stop helping.
Except when she's doing art projects during your game.
Exactly.
Yep, pretty much.
That's due tomorrow, and she starts on the final part of it at 5:30.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Of course.
So during the faculty meeting, one of our teachers announced that she is pregnant, and she had a little contest where you handed out a piece of paper and you had to circle boy or girl and pick a name, and if you were right about the gender, then your name might be in the running. And so I wrote down Albus Elrond Stark, and I didn't circle either. I didn't circle either boy or girl, and I gave it to her, and she says, "Oh, you have to circle boy or girl." I go, "Oh no, the beautiful thing about that name is it works for either gender." And she goes, "No, you can't win." I said, "Oh, I've already won." She goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "I don't have children." And then Danae goes, "Peter, one day you're going to grow up." I go, "No, I don't have to. I don't have children."
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I get to be the child. That's why I have a box
Well,
of plastic sitting on my dining room table.
The whole thing about, why are you forcing children into a gender? Maybe they end up being non-conforming, and
that's it.
Yeah,
exactly. That's why Albus Elrond is a wonderful name.
Elrond Hubbard.
No, Stark. Not Elrond. Elrond.
I know. I'm joking.
See, Gandalf's too obvious, but Elrond is wise, and he's half human, half elf. I love it.
When I was in college, I knew a couple that were coupling, and they got pregnant and named their kid Legolas, and we all just laughed at him.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Really, that they named their kid Legolas, or really that we laughed at him?
Well, no, the Legolas part.
Yeah, apparently so.
Okay, the creatures are going fast. Go ahead, take your actions, fast heroes.
Okay, I'm not lighting my sword unless someone thinks we want to light a sword in a boat.
No, thank you for labeling my flamethrower dice. I guess I probably shouldn't run my, use my flamethrower.
You can flamethrower out of the water.
Well, how's that different than the boat? Than doing
well, I'm wheel this thing in the boat. It's in my hand. I'm not firing it across the water there.
Okay. No, he's just going to do his normal.
Ooh. I rolled a 21. And did I exceed the target's defense by 5?
Oh, for the extra damage. That's what I was looking for. It's like, it wasn't scrolling. Defense is 13. You did. And you're just lashing out into the water. Is that right, Ichabod?
Yeah, as this thing comes close to the boat, I'm just going hack as soon as I see motion.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
Are we at any banes because we're in the boat and rocking and not standing up and all that?
Only if you try to do something weird.
No,
Okay.
that's why I'm trying to be
I'm
cautious with
seeing
my
Ichabod
movement.
like just sitting in the boat, just like, lashing out with his sword.
So he did a total of 13 because he did an extra d6.
13, you say?
Yes, slash.
Okay.
And use an action to attack a different target. So at this point, I have combat expertise, which allows me to do either more damage or attack a different target. Is there? Can I identify a different target, or is it just a big mass, or is it like one on each side of the boat? Actually, I'll just do an extra d6. Never mind. First of all, did I think you said the defense was 13.
Yes,
you did.
you did hit. You did 11 points of damage. You did an extra d6.
And-
you did 15 points of damage, and you're just lashing out. And you're in boat 2, correct?
Why? No. Hold on, let me check something. So actually, I do 17.
Nice.
Oh, 17. Yeah,
'cause you can do-
sorry.
because you have the bonus.
I read 11 as 10 when I was doing that math for some reason.
11.
And
Not even
yes,
funny.
just lashing out in boat 1.
Boat 1. It does.
One has the really big eel, and the other one has a bunch of small eels.
How much did you do? You did
17.
okay.
Swallowed in tears.
Let's see, Morgan.
Morgan summons forth some arcane energy and then just slams it into herself and puts her arcane armor on.
Okay, how long does that last?
4 hours.
4 hours. All right.
It's a good idea, Morgan. I approve.
Yep.
That gives you like a bubble of air so you can like survive when you fall in the water, right?
Mhm.
But it doesn't cause her to sink any faster. It doesn't.
No, it does not. It's completely magical and ethereal.
And it weighs nothing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It makes her look like a tree so the eels won't try to bite her.
This is true. She does kind of look tree-like.
Actually, your name now is Morgant.
Oh, you kill, you slay. All right.
Grace doesn't seem to think so.
Let's see. Fast.
Oh,
What is happening here?
that is just bad.
Well, I'm hoping there's blood eel. There's eel blood in the water, and the other eels decide, "Ooh, that looks like much tastier. I'm going to eat Ed."
There is some of that happening, but it's this kind of feeding frenzy thing.
A seething mass of sharp teeth.
Yeah. And they're still focused on the boat. There's still the shrieking, and you can see on either side of the boat their eel head like sticking up out of the water with its mouth open.
All right, they're gonna get a taste of their own medicine.
I'm wondering if they're like calling them.
And then here
something.
are the attacks. Each PC in each boat is going to be attacked once.
That's
We're just going to go along the player order here. Morgan and you, Kufa, Gideon, and 808, Ichabod, and Opie. Does that work for you guys?
Sounds
Certainly.
good.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I've been looking for a figure for Ichabod at least. I need a guy with a flaming sword, so I've been watching.
I think I have one.
I'm sure Reaper's.
I'm sure I've got a couple in my collection. Is my point. I gotta go dig around.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what you mean by looking for them.
Right. Exactly. If I don't find one in my collection, yeah.
Not actually going online and shopping, just going out to the garage.
Luckily, that's all in here. It's all...
The garage is
I thought you had a bunch of stuff stored out in the garage.
I do a lot. A lot. But a lot of the unpainteds are right here, so I can get to them and get right to work on them.
Smart idea.
Yeah, I just finished building Morgan's figure.
What's going on with
Last
this?
couple days.
What was I looking for? I was looking for my defenses. Oh, good. That is OP. Oh, good. That's easy to remember. They're both 16.
Yep, and I've
right
got.
back.
We're going 17.
I got
Totally unaware. You need someone older and wiser.
Yeah. Yeah, these eels are about to get a taste of their own medicine.
She's going to shriek.
Oh, Morgan's not gonna shriek. Because Morgan don't have a shriek.
I don't know what happened to her at level 7.
Oh, no. She's not the one who has the shriek.
Oh, good.
I don't know why this isn't working. This is such bullshit.
What's happening?
Problem.
Oh, the attack button is not working.
Is the macro just not working right?
Well, you see, it just throws text to the to the session. It doesn't throw dice.
Doesn't show any numbers or nothing. We could assume those are misses. I don't see any damage dice.
Oh, jeez. We'll assume that was a practice run, by the way. You sure
Ouch.
that in the box it doesn't have anywhere for adding a D20 or anything like that?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
Well, no, I'm
That's
trying
the
to
strength
get. I'm trying to get there. Huh, weird.
Getting closer.
I'm guessing it's under a character sheet that you've designed for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I can do the same kind of stuff that you guys are doing.
Right.
Hopefully not as well.
Sorry, why I fiddle with this. I might.
Did you give it
No, go
stats?
ahead.
Because if it doesn't have stats, it might not roll.
Oh no, it has stats.
Well, the timing's actually good. I'll be right back.
Cool.
Yeah. I'll be right back too.
God, motherfuck. Oh, I know why. I'm pushing the wrong button.
In IT, we call that PEBCAC.
PEVCAC?
PEBCAC, P-E-B-C-A-K. Problem exists between keyboard and chair.
That's an engineer joke.
Yeah. Well, basically meaning it's the user.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah. Okay.
I got it. I'm with you.
Very similar to the ID10T problem.
Which I know RTFM, but that's it.
Yeah. ID10T, if you look at it, it spells idiot.
Oh. All right, let's see if I can do this correctly now.
Most of IT is figuring out the best ways to insult the customers without them realizing.
Right. I think that was 6. All right. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, it's awful. It's a catastrophe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Morgan is missed. Goof is likely hit. Gideon's likely hit. 808's likely hit.
Well, it's probably good that
Ichabod's
Morgan's
missed and Opie is hit.
I think they're still gone.
Yeah, that's fine. I just talking out loud to myself.
So which ones are, 25 and 23 are mine, looks like?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, there's no way I can beat that. But
Oh
it's
my,
only 3 points.
ouch.
I know.
Yeah.
Where did all those rolls come from? I like the misses better.
Well, yeah. I realized I was pushing the wrong button. Not the fangs, but the special ability.
I beg to differ. I think now you're pushing the wrong button.
I'm pushing all your buttons.
You are pushing my buttons, so I guess now you get to push mine and cause me damage. Both my characters have defenses of 16.
Mm-hmm. Both of them got hit for 21s.
Okay.
Ichabod takes 1 and Opie takes 6.
Okay.
Sounds like you all of a sudden got braces there, right?
Fucking eels. I know what I'm having for breakfast. Even if it's just little ones, out of spite.
So I couldn't believe it. You know, Erica.
I'm alive.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, that hit just about everything.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great for everybody to come back each one at a time and hear their individual reactions. Oh my god! What did you do?
Yukufa takes 2. Morgan is missed.
Oh, okay. I'm happy for that.
No complaints there.
Yeah.
Aaron said he figured out what he did wrong. He was pushing the wrong button. I said, no, I think you're pushing the wrong button now.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That's like our dice last week.
Yeah, no kidding. And it's like his dice the week before that.
Mm.
Or whenever no, it was the last time Yakufa was on an adventure.
Mm.
Against the
Yeah, because it was just the two of us against the demon. Our dice were on fire and his were shit. That's the only thing that saved us.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Slow heroes, you can take your actions. Let me know if you're doing anything with the navigating of the boat. I know that Opie had spent some time at the tillers, trying to keep things.
I'm continuing to do so.
Oh, that was Opie's plan. He's using 2 actions to do that. Is that right?
Yes, that's why he's going slow.
On both, one hand on each tiller.
Or at least one hand on the rope holding them together and the other hand on the tiller, whatever. But
Okay.
keeping them together and keeping them moving.
Okay, sure. You tell me what you're doing. I should not tell you what you're doing.
I cannot imagine the 2 tillers. It would make me. Oh no, he's doing a split.
Oh, they drifted apart. Oh, that doesn't look. Nope.
Okay,
Okay, so
that is Opie. There's also Gideon and crossed arrows is. Oh, that's
I haven't updated that.
Yukufa. Yeah, but I should make you a skull one. Maybe
okay,
tonight.
Yakufa.
We'll see.
Pure Nathan
got-
explosion. You got?
I've got nifty bonuses to give you, so attack something quick.
Okay, that wasn't what I was gonna do, but
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to. Don't want to tell you what to do.
I was gonna give us an ally.
You're going to summon an
okay.
undead what?
No, well, kind of. Yakufa looks down at the eels that are shrieking at him and just lets loose this shriek back at them. And as he shrieks, from his head and from his skull mask comes a physical skull itself.
Oh, like a gibbering skull?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And this skull, he can control this skull, and it can shriek just like Yakufa did as an attack.
Okay, and is this just a casting, or is there also an attack associated with this?
So this
spell that
is
you cast?
so as soon as on the turn that I cast it, I can have the skull fly up to 10 yards and scream.
Okay.
So I can also have it do this during a regular action or triggered action on my turn, but this is just the turn I've summoned it. So
Okay.
I have it fly out and then dive into the water
Okay.
and release a shriek in the middle of the swirling mass of eels on my side of the boat.
Okay. And can this thing be attacked, or is it?
Yes, it can be attacked.
Give me a stat block in the chat
has-
when you get a chance, or it'd probably be a part of the casting.
Yeah, it has a defense 20 and a health of 10.
Okay. Cool. Well, go ahead and make your attack against.
So the eels just have to make a strength challenge roll, or they take d6 plus 1 damage.
Eels do. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's Yukufa who's in boat 2. So now there's the skull in boat 2.
Yep. And that goes on his turn.
Okay. And they need to make a strength challenge, correct?
Correct.
No banes or anything?
Nope. Just flat.
Right. Here we go.
So 1 failed.
What happens when they fail? They take damage?
They take 1d6 plus 1 points of damage.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. 6 points.
And this affects every creature within 10 yards, is that right?
3 yards.
Every creature within 3. That's kind of why you went under the water. That's fine.
Yeah.
I just trying to think about how it's going to play out in the future. And what's the duration for this creature?
It stays until
a minute.
A minute. Sorry, yeah. So 6 rounds.
Okay. Like a combat, I'll say,
Pretty
just for
much,
simplicity. Yeah. Unless the combat goes really long, then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Might have to revisit it,
Yeah.
All right, so you did a little bit of damage with that. Yukufa made a casting. Is he doing anything else with the second action?
With his second action, he's just simply drawing his great scythe and preparing.
Oh, he's getting ready to fight. Okay.
Yep. He's cracking the muscles in his neck.
Gonna make some eel pie.
Okay. Is that everyone?
Nope. First of all, be careful cracking your neck. I read about a guy who did it the wrong way and gave himself a stroke. Okay, so Mr. Zealot is like trying to focus on the battle, and he is kind of like he was rowing, and then there's all the fighting, and he's kind of like just overwhelmed by the noise and the stress of the boat rocking, and he kind of like grabs his head and starts shrieking himself, and basically and he turns and like starts screaming back at the eels as he attacks. So
okay,
that's a little bit of zealotness in the process.
Nice, a little zealotry.
Take a fortune point for Gideon.
Ooh, that's what I was shooting for. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me read something real quick. So I've got an ability that says when a creature within a short range of you, blah blah blah. Can I use that on myself?
They are with.
Okay.
No, you can't use it on yourself. I mean, these creatures are within short range.
That's what I was asking. It gives me a bing. So it gives me a boon. That's what I was asking, is if I could use it on myself, but apparently not. So that's fine. Okay.
Is it something you give to friends?
It's a benefit, but it doesn't matter. I rolled a 22.
I like 22.
I like 22.
You smash with your warhammer.
Unless Aaron
22 points of damage. And
no,
9 points of damage.
Yeah,
9
okay.
points of damage.
It's not that good.
22 is good. I liked it again. Just throwing that out there if anyone is asking. What did Peter like? Peter liked 22.
9 points of damage to number 3.
Oh, we got 3 of them now. Okay.
Real theoretically, we don't know. Aaron could just be saying that.
That's his first action, and as his second action, he's going to cast his holy symbol, create holy symbol. So nice. He starts as he takes his swing, hits the hits the eel, and then starts swinging it over the warhammer over his head, making a circle because the symbol of the new god is the Ouroboros, and so that kind of
eel eating eel.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So the energy from that is kind of like I said before, very Doctor Strange, and that turns into his holy symbol for future future of the government. So.
Don't eat that cat food.
I'm not.
Sorry.
It's good.
You know,
There's worse things you can eat.
You know, it gives me the shits.
It does. It totally gives her the shits. It's awful.
It's why I want to eat it.
German Shepherds are the worst. They have such sensitive stomachs.
Yeah.
Oh, my dog's pretty bad.
So
horrible.
what happened with this holy symbol? Is there any effect or penalty I need to know about?
It gives benefits to other spells. And actually, let me check.
Other spells that you cast. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so it gives me a one boon. Here, there we go. On your attack roll with Theurgy spells. Which is
so
most
when
of
you
mine
cast
are.
Theurgy. Okay.
Which is all my spells are Theurgy.
And more to the point, there's this glowing circle over his head right now. Even when this hammer comes down again, that circle stays there looking cool.
Yep. I'm not calling it a halo, but
no, because it's standing on end.
Right. Well, just like the Russian iconography.
Behind you, it's like a Byzantine halo.
Oh,
exactly.
It's a halo hula hoop.
A hulu.
All right, new round. Are you going? So the boat starts drifting, like just gets swept off with the current, but the eels are still slashing around you.
They live here.
I have a feeling that we need to kind of pay attention to the boats not shifting.
Yeah, Morgan will spend some time working with Opie to get this thing course corrected.
Okay.
That's fine. Just let me know if you guys are going fast or slow.
I will continue to go slow so that I can use two. You know, I just think going slow when I'm trying to steer makes sense.
Oh, sure, that's fine.
Yeah, Morgan will join him in going slow, and Yukufa will go fast.
Yeah, Ichabod will continue to go fast to try and cause damage and help get us out of here.
And Gideon, who I think is the book, is moving to go fast.
Yeah, because that's Gideon's Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Well, I've assumed that all along.
Oh, it's perfect. I just picked it because it kind of was wizardry, but it's even better. All right, fast heroes, take your action.
Yukufa uses a triggered action because he can use a triggered action to control the skull.
Oh, that's right. It's down in the water.
Going chomp, 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 like a little skull piranha.
Okay.
Nom, 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 nom.
Triggered action on your turn. Okay.
The
Does it
action.
scream again under the water?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Okay. Go ahead and make your. Oh, it's me that has to do it. All right. And Kufa's in boat 2. Here are my strength.
Come on. Let's get more than one. Oh, we got 2 this time.
2. Let's establish something.
Let's establish that that's out of order. You're out of order. You're out of order.
Okay. And then the damage is 4 points.
Okay. 4 points to... Okay. Next.
And then for his action...
That was the skull.
That was the
that
skull.
was the triggered action. with the skull. For my action, I take my scythe and just slice straight down into the water.
Okay, now
just
I'm using a
cutting into the water. Okay, like this big sweeping cut.
Pretty much.
Okay. Did you
And
have
Gideon,
I'm
you
using
do something for me?
Yes, I'm using a prayer. When a creature within short range makes an attack or challenge roll, you can use a triggered action to grant one boon
okay?
on the
Sweet.
triggering roll. And then when you use prayer to grant creature one boon on an attack roll, the creature's attack does an additional d6.
Very nice.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So with that one boon, that'll make it so that I am at a total of 0 banes and 0 boons. 13. I don't know if that hits.
Yes, it does. That's what we've
Defense is 13. Hit.
Yeah.
And then I do an extra d6 damage from the Divine Strike. So it takes 21 points.
21.
And
Hardy har
did
har.
that kill any of them? Because if it does, I get to attack again.
It does. I mean, you sweep through, severing one ropey eel body.
Okay. So, because with my brutal swing, when I incapacitate a creature or kill it, I can use a triggered action to attack with the same weapon again.
At any
Now,
point
is
before
there-
the end of your turn. Okay.
Is there a limit to the number of triggered actions you can have in a turn?
No, not to my knowledge. But I
Okay,
will double
'cause
check.
if that's the case, then this prayer thing I have, it doesn't say, it says uses as a triggered action against when somebody
Is it like a casting, or is it
it's his second level ability.
an ability? Okay, let's all take a look at it in the rulebook.
a good idea.
It is on page 57 for the priest.
Okay, I'll look up triggered actions here.
Cool. Thanks, Ethan. Prayer. So it's a creature in short range of you making an attack. You can mutter a prayer for them, giving them that boon. So yeah, I think it's just triggering on the event.
Right. So does that mean that I can use it on every person's attack around me?
That's within short. Now, Ethan's also looking to see if there's a limitation on triggered actions.
Because that seems broken.
Well, they have to be within short of you. They have to be close to you.
Well, what's short?
So
Yeah.
basically, triggered actions work in that the triggered action occurs when the trigger happens, provided you have not already used a triggered action. So
There we go.
You can only use one. You can only use one triggered action at a round.
It should be
a round.
Yeah, it should be round.
So then, okay, so that answers that question. But does that then mean that?
So then, no, I don't do my brutal swing.
Got it. All right, that's what I was wondering.
Yep.
Right, because you use your triggered action, Ethan, to drive the skull.
Yep.
Vroom, vroom.
I mean, that makes sench. Otherwise, you would create an endless chain reaction of triggered actions.
Well, sure, and it
Exactly.
gives you some choices, right, about which triggered action you use when, what's the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I'd been thinking, I would have attacked first, and then seen the effect of that. But now I know, so
See?
Right, learning.
Learning how to use our powers.
Yep.
Because great power comes great
Comes great-
responsibility.
You killed one.
Oh, by the way,
Just crossing it off my list. That's all.
So as as he slices it in half of it comes tumbling into the boat, and Opie puts his foot on it to hold it in place, and they all kind of look at it and goes, "What? They're good. Trust me, I'll fry it up."
Your foot's sort of floating an inch above it.
That's right.
You know,
Holds
it's
it in place.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's still squirming from its, reflex reaction. Slamming around there in the bottom of the boat. Okay. Who's next in the fast? Just go down the line, 808. Or no, that would be Ichabod using a 20 to strike into the water, dealing 10 points of damage.
Plus
11 points of
Another one.
damage.
11. Not even funny.
Mm.
Nice.
It's a palpable hit, but not a killing blow.
That's all right. I'm just hitting that seething mass.
That's right. Next would be 808.
Okay. He is here. And he will slash with his pipe wrench.
I love that.
And
Yes.
not do it. And Gideon will Warhammer.
War smash.
Ooh, that's not good.
Oh, at least
I
it
missed.
wasn't 808.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah. Somebody wind him up quick.
Topple, splash.
No,
Yeah,
no,
talk-
no.
Talk about dead weight.
Oh, no.
They'll never. It's like the Holy Grail lost beneath the waves.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's true because he has to be wound up. Oh, that would be really
We'd send the skull down there to do it.
All right.
Yeah.
That was everyone. Let's see. The eels that are around boat 2. Need to make a check.
Eels have morale.
They're
Everything
getting
has
shrieked
morale.
at.
Let's hope it's not very good morale. No, unfortunately, these are highly trained
No,
veteran
no,
eels.
no. Wait for it. They don't have morale. They have moray.
Ah, slap him.
Lose a fortune point.
Well, I gained that other one.
I'm just kidding, but that was bad.
That was bad.
When
We
the
love
pain
you.
makes you begging. Oh, when the eel bites your leg and the pain makes you beg, it's some more.
Amore.
It's some more.
Okay, let's see here. What is going on?
Nothing good, apparently.
Yeah, they are pissed.
Damn it.
Right.
They're supposed to run away.
The one that had been like floating back behind you guys, like with its head above the water, like howling at the moon, shrieking at the moon, it charges in. One attack to each of the players.
Are any of them
in the
attacking
boat.
my skull?
No. It's in the water around them. They're not.
I think it's an eel.
They don't know what's. They don't know what's what. It's a feeding frenzy up here.
Yep.
All right, boat 3 is Yukufa, Gideon, and then Opie. Opie, what's your defense?
16.
Okay, and Gideon, what's your defense?
16.
Really? And Yukufa, what's your defense?
16.
Yes.
Yukufa, you're hit for 2.
Okay.
We're the 16 team. I like
Yeah.
that.
Sweet 16.
Okay. And then the
No,
other boat.
Swede 16.
The other boat still has the one shrieking eel with its head above the water. Let's see here. 2. These are. Oh yeah, this is one to everyone, and this is Ichabod, 808, and Morgan.
I got a 16.
He's safe. 808.
Checking. He's 14.
Well, you're 21, so you're hit. And
Okay.
Morgan with armor.
With all her armor is 15.
Oh, she's hit for 6. So 808's hit for 2. Morgan's hit for 6. And now it's the slow heroes, which would be
Were there any?
Morgan
there were.
and
Okay.
Opie.
Yeah,
Morgan
we're steering
one
the boat.
But she also is going to use one to heal herself.
Okay.
Not going to be piloting very effectively.
Well, yeah. Between two of us, though, you're helping out.
Yeah.
Okay.
She uses minor healing, just to heal half her healing rate. So it's not much, but it gives her a little
But it's
bit
a
of
little
boost.
bit, a little bump.
Yep.
Okay. And both of you make an intellect challenge with a Bane for the top of the water, trying to get things under control, or else things are going to get really bad in terms of the handling of the boat, the stability of the boat.
Okay, I'm going to use my once per boon to balance that out. So this is perception or intellect?
Intellect.
All right, I got a 17.
All right, that's a pass.
I saw that.
Wait.
You don't need to burn anything. I was just looking for one success between the two of you.
Oh, good.
Because you're both working on it. You're able to.
And I won't be surprised.
You won't be surprised, and you're not surprised.
You're not surprised.
You're still being pushed by the current. You're just able to sort of get some control of the boat, maybe by by turning the nose downstream, instead of the cross current that it was in, and that kind of thing.
Right.
But now you're picking up speed.
Okay.
And you can see some rocks, the shore of an island ahead of you. And it's, the current is just crashing against these rocks. And I'm going to move you to a new map.
Oh, oops.
Is this the island?
It's a island.
It's the island we're getting to.
Yeah, it's whether or not it was the island we wanted to get to, it's the island we're going to.
And you can see these rocks here. Whoops.
Oh boy.
There. Oh, that's not good.
Oh no, that's really not good.
And you guys are about. Your boats are like, moving this direction towards those rocks pretty quickly now.
Okay.
crap
monkeys. We wish to steer away from that.
Mm-hmm. All right, will you go fast or let's see, nobody killed anything in the first boat. Second boat passed its morale check. All right, it is a new round, fast or slow.
I'm going to maintain my settings.
I'm going to bring in all of the counters and such. Just give me a moment to do that.
Yeah, Morgan is going slow. Yakufa is going fast because he's going to sit down and begin rowing.
Sure. Give me just a minute to bring in the stuff.
Oh,
yeah. I was thinking at least one per boat start rowing, but
Yakufa can also he can row and then use a triggered action with his skull. So.
Oh, good point.
I'm kind of having problems keeping track of who's in which boat. Who's in Gideon's boat?
Gideon is Opie, Gideon, and Kufa.
Yep.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say, at this level of his characterness, Gideon is really not going to stop fighting. So.
No, yeah, you fight. Ukufa rows, can trigger action. Opie's going to steer with 2 actions.
And
the other boat, Ichabod. I think Ichabod should keep fighting, and 808 should start rowing, because I think you're stronger than I am.
Probably. Where the hell? Damn it! I lost. Oh, there it is. Sorry, lost a token.
Oh no, he overheard our cunning plan.
Polygon revealus. Whoops, that's a polygon line. That's something different. Okay, there's a new initiative tracker here on this other map. I brought over your counters for the armor and the flamethrower as well. And is everybody accurate there?
So fast. Yep.
Yes. If it's the
Alright,
same
so
as it was, yes. So, yeah, I got Opie and slow because he's steering.
Okay.
And trying not to be surprised.
Gideon
Not,
is going
not
slow.
surprised they're all about those rocks.
Not in the least. No, but seriously, I am trying to look ahead.
Okay.
Are we? I'm wondering what is more effective for rowing, going fast or going slow?
Well, going fast just gives you one action. Going slow gives you two actions.
Okay. So I'll go
Two of
slow.
those actions which you could use towards movement, right? Use towards rowing.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So Gideon is taking up rowing and will go slow.
Gideon or 808?
So
808.
it's 808-135.
Yeah. Because Gideon's going, "Ah!" Yeah,
All right,
so
are we good now? It looks like a even split between fast and slow for the heroes.
Mm.
All right, let's go ahead and go. This time we're going to go in reverse order. Ichabod.
I'm slashing, baby.
All right.
Leave my friends alone, you vile little eels. Hack.
Heck.
So
that's a hit.
Not schools of 20, but 9 points. That's
9
a
points of damage.
solid chunk.
Iron boat 1.
Yes.
Yeah. That lands with a meaty thunk, and something just sinks beneath the waves. Gideon.
Gideon is getting to the right character sheet. So are we having any noticeable effect on the masses?
We don't know yet.
You haven't noticed much difference. I mean, Yakufa's killed one. And 808's just killed one, but sank beneath the water. Sorry, Ichabod killed one. But the churning is still fierce.
Right.
They're still shrieking from the port of the first boat that's lashed together.
Right. Which I'm guessing is what's maybe causing all this. All right, I'll just do a normal attack. I just hate to start using up my big spells this early on.
Yeah, don't. We're just trying to steer around the rocks. As soon as we're done steering, I can take a shot, but not until then.
Oh, good.
That's a hit.
That's a 2.5, 18, whatever that is. Looks like
looks like a 2, but it is an 18.
I agree.
Okay.
It's actually a 16. It split the difference.
Well, no, I've got a Bane because of my Warhammerness, and I don't think I have any.
Because it's a two-handed weapon, you get a Bane.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get any other combat bonuses, so that's just 6 hits, 6 points.
Okay, 6 points. That's another meaty scrunch as the churning at the edge of the boat becomes lesser and lesser.
Okay.
See, it's
and
working.
Then crossed arrows is Yakufa.
Yakufa sits down and begins with the oars, just trying to slow the boat down.
Oh, you're like back or you're back. What did they call that?
Yeah, I think it's back oaring or something like that.
Shipping or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
It seems to recall there was some sort of term for that, but yes.
I'm putting everything I got into slowing this boat down.
Okay, why don't you make a strength challenge with 2 Banes?
Okay. Come on, buddy. You're good for something. You can do it. So close.
You want to use a fortune point?
I will burn my last fortune point for it.
Okay.
We got it. I'm not about to let us all smash into these rocks.
So like you're like pulling on the oar, and the boat starts to let's see, pulling. You're drawing the second boat away. As it start pinwheeling around in the water.
Yeah, we have to let go of each other, I would assume, at this point.
You're definitely slowing the. You've changed the relationship, right? Maybe you'll thread that needle of the rocks.
Maybe.
Well, Gideon is also using 8008135 is also using 2 actions to row. So
we'll get there in the slow phase, right?
So
is that right? We'll get there in the slow phase.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Oh, why not? Can't it be a token? Edit, delete, copy, paste.
Hey, I mean, if 808 really wants to, he can fire the flamethrower backwards.
Like a jet propulsion or something?
Exactly. Use jet propulsion to slow it down.
No, it's like that. It's like that gun on War Machine's shoulder. You can pivot all around.
There we go. There we go. You guys are about like right here now. That was thanks to Yukufa's careful rowing.
Where's our map? There's the map.
And the map.
But that's a cliff.
The needle.
The cliffs of insanity. All right, that was Yukufa. Now we're onto the fast. Let's see. We have got some problems over here. Okay, and then again. Okay. The one eel that was like just howling off the port side of Yukufa's boat, makes this weird like chirping noise, and its head drops beneath the water, and everything sort of like dashes off from the edges of the boats, and now it's just the quiet raging of the waves crashing against these rocks.
That's not good.
What will you do?
I'm jumping down.
Steered you into like the eye of the needle, and
that's right.
The waves pushing up against those rocks, and then another set of rocks pushing up against the cliff. Pardon me, and then another set of rocks.
Right. I think we can steer this way.
Okay, you're gonna try to navigate, and both the boats are lashed together. Are you going to split them, or keep them bound to one fate?
I like them nose to butt, bound to one fate, because then we can be rowing.
Your port to starboard.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. We were side by side.
Yeah. Right. I think we need. Yeah, I think even if we can fit, I think we should probably not try to go side by side because it'll just make it even harder.
Agreed.
Okay.
Somebody needs to. So, my boat, my being 8008135's boat, he has 2 actions, so he'll take one action.
It's no longer a combat, so it's a little more open play.
Got it. Okay.
So just tell me what you're going to try to do, what the plan is, and then we'll adjudicate from there.
My plan is to join him on the rowing bench.
And slow our boat down a bit so that the other one
Let's start with the leading boat, which is boat 1.
Right.
Because which is boat. Oh, it is boat. It is boat 1 because the way the turn worked out, it's the boat with Ichabod, 808, and Morgan that's closest to the cliff. So let's start with boat 1. What's happening in boat 1 with Ichabod, 808, and Morgan?
The two men are rowing like mad while Morgan steers.
Okay, so you've like cut the lines, you've released the oars, like bouncing away from your companions, and you're rowing like mad. Where are you? Oh, and you're trying to make that. You're trying to shoot that gap.
Right, because the water's going to hit that cliff, and if
sure.
we can be placed right here when it does, we can get a push, and then they could probably hit the same wave. It's it's a river,
Sure,
it's not quite the
sure.
same as
It's not it's not an ocean, but it is.
But there's still
current flowing through here,
and there's still the pushing off of the surfaces that it's hitting.
Yes.
So I do have a plan, not just row like mad, but row like mad to that end. We're not fighting the current completely. We're trying to get our self-placed so when it shoots out, we're on it. And then steer around that rock.
Sure. So let's have an agility challenge from both of the rowers with a bane. With a bane for each of you, because this is like about trying to position the boat to catch the wave, to hit the gap.
I'm good.
Good night.
Good night, Grace.
Good night. Oh, no. Ichabod doesn't help at all.
Are you going to use a fortune point?
Let's see what I got here. Yes, I am.
You don't have to. I'm just asking.
Yes, because that'll make it a critical success, wouldn't it? Or at least makes it a success. So, as opposed to a 3 is a really bad fail.
Yeah, you've got a 5 right now. So
because
it's a choice right now. It's a choice to use the fortune point and have a success, or just accept the result of having one failure in this agility challenge. And you both had to succeed, so it would be like a partial success. So what is that partial success? I don't know. Do you want to risk it and find out?
No, I'll burn the fortune.
Okay.
If it was just me alone in the boat, I might, but my companions, I'm not going to take a chance on my...
Okay, cool. So you like hit that gap, and like the current and the swell pushes you out to the end of that green line that you have for boat 1. So you've safely passed the rocks. How about boat 2? What's happening over there with Yukufa, Gideon, and Opie?
Well, as soon as the eels back off, Yukufa focuses, and the skull comes shooting out of the water and goes straight back into it behind his skull mask and disappears.
Okay.
And then he will, along with Gideon, will try and pull the same maneuver their companions just did.
That you just saw, like that, lining the boat up. Okay, so it's an agility challenge for both the rowers.
Oh boy, this is what Yukufa's bad at.
So do you get to use your prayer, Gideon?
A creature within short range makes an attack or challenge roll. Yeah.
Yep.
So you get a boon.
Nice.
That'll help.
It will.
So you can give a boon to one of those rowers.
I
needed it.
The boon does it. Nice job. Nice job, gentlemen. They call that teamwork.
There we go.
Who's the other
Come
rower?
on,
Gideon?
You got this, Gideon.
Okay. Hopefully he's... I'm sorry, was it strength or agility?
Agility.
What were we doing? Agility.
Oh, and the losing of the fortune point, that was all in jest. That wasn't a a true thing. Okay.
I wasn't going to take it even if you were serious.
Yeah. Looks like you might need to use that fortune point, or do you want to take the partial success?
Why roll with the bane?
Because I thought we were rolling with a bane, weren't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
You rolled with a boon because of the prayer.
My roll was a 7.
That would have just netted at even.
Yeah, so I rolled a. So we both failed.
So yeah, you both failed. So fortune points.
But I will use a fortune point to succeed on mine for a partial success at least.
Okay.
I don't have any
points because I slowed the boat down.
Okay, wait. Let me double check something. I might be able to give you a boon. Do I have a fortune point to do it with?
Well,
Opie's got. Opie's
I'll
got
ask,
3.
could I have removed the bane for the fact that I was able to slow the boat down in the previous round?
No, it's a bane just because of the awkwardness of, the boat's getting pushed up towards the cliff, and
Okay.
trying to be able to position yourself just right to catch that backsplash to put you into that position to squirt you out between the two rocks.
Well, Opie can burn a fortune point to give him a boon, right?
To convert a D6 to a 6.
Which is not what we rolled. Because well, no, actually, yeah, I gave him a bane, convert that, or a boon, convert that D6 to a 6.
No, it made it a 0. It netted it a 0.
Right, but I thought one of the things you could do with the fortune point.
I'm checking right now my notes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's something you just do to help an ally's roll.
There is a help a friend thing.
Yeah.
And that help a friend thing is somewhere. Use a fortune point for an auto success. Any D6 to a 6 for any player, or give 2 banes to another. So boons, 2 boons.
I will burn a fortune point to give him 2 boons.
And you'll be giving 2 boons to Yukufa. So now you get to roll 2d6 Yukufa, and
that would have given me, if we wanted to roll, I did, which already had 1 boon.
Yeah, but now you get to roll 2 more boons.
Well, no, I would only get to roll.
You're going to add 2 boons to whatever you just rolled.
So let's back up just to be clear about what was happening for Yukufa. Yukufa started with an agility challenge with 1 bane for the choppy water.
Yep.
Gideon uttered a prayer to give him a boon, which took him to net 0.
Yep.
And you threw an 8, effectively.
8
and
minus
Opie,
1.
Right.
You threw an 8 minus 1. And now Opie just burned a fortune point.
And he yells, Kufa, harder right!
Go ahead and take a fortune point for that, Opie. And now you get 2d6. Okay, so there you get now you pick up the success that you were looking for, right? So that's how that all works. So that great teamwork. A little confusing because of the theater of the mind stuff that's happening and the complexity of just the factor up, factor down.
Well, no, it was because I screwed up the first time. That's what was screwing me up.
Yeah.
I initially rolled with the boon, so I wasn't sure if you wanted me to keep that as one of the 2 boons that I was rolling. Or...
Right. And I get what your thinking was. Well, I already got the success, so that's enough, right? So.
Right.
But I think more tension to roll the dice again and see what happened. All right.
And I like my solution. That's not just magically he gets a boon. It's like, no, I see a way out.
Yeah, that was super. That was super cool. Okay, so you can see some things as you sort of the boats are like pooling in this eddy, kind of twisting about one another as the currents sort of pull you into this eddy right here.
Right.
And you look up the cliff at this island, and your polygon
Please note,
reveals.
I made sure to take my headphones off.
Because when you went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
I was telling a story about that earlier when it didn't.
And you're looking up at this forested hill of the island, and on the top of the hill is this big skull rock that's got its mouth open to the sky, and this fog is just billowing forth from it.
I think we're at the right place.
All right, spot,
And I think
guys.
we'll
Talk
we'll
about
we'll
heavy
end the session.
metal.
We'll end the session now. Just because I think that's a good stuff. A good
Great full page spread.
yeah,
Yeah.
and panel. All right. Well, thank you guys. That was a fun way to spend my Thursday evening. Any let's how about if we do hits and misses? Then I'll kill the broadcast.
Well, one
Anybody-
hit for me was it was nice to have both of our characters working together.
Yes. Yeah, that was. You're going to need them.
That's the miss.
both could be
Our
true.
impending doom, or something.
Something
Because we've had a couple Princess Bride references, and I'm really worried about when we hit the pit of despair.
Yeah.
Tough despair.
Don't even think about trying to get out of here.
Peter, any hits or misses for you?
Yeah, the hit was again how the characters' abilities and so on work together, and how they, like you said, great teamwork. I really like how, things are looking bad. I'm burning a fortune point, and this is what happens. And again, how our skills and abilities working together also tell the story.
Right. The teamwork, the camaraderie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
My big hit for tonight was Harder Right. That was so cool. And this, digging deep to find, like, wait a minute, there's another way we could use these fortune points. I know it. And then sacrificing them for your friend. That was super cool.
I'm sorry, I may have missed something. What you said, harder right?
Yeah, well, he missed his roll when I burned the fortune points because he said, and then he rolled an 8, and then and Ethan says, yeah, but it's a -1, and you said, and then Aaron says, and Peter's burning, and Opium burns a fortune point. And I said, and yells, Goofa, harder right, harder right.
Okay, that's must have been when I went to the bathroom.
That was it. Because I did it as a narrative. I didn't just say he. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ethan, let's see. Did I have any misses tonight? I think the misses were just trying to manage the larger party. That's a little challenging, but still fun.
You do a good job.
I think another. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ethan. You do the rest of yours first.
Ethan, do you have any hits or misses for tonight? Do we still have
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was fun being able to see all the characters and actually seeing how, as a group of 6, how they're interacting with each other. Because we've seen on smaller scale how groups of 3 of them interact, but we haven't really seen how the 6 of them are able to come together and do stuff. So that's really cool.
It is.
Yeah, Yukuf and Morgan together, right?
Yeah, because they're so different. And you never see them in the same place at the same time. So I've wondered if they're the same person.
Yeah, like, is this Morgan's alternate ego or alternate personality?
Did she summon him?
Yeah, my only miss was me screwing up the roll with the agility and just kind of getting disoriented and lost from that. But,
I think that was a pretty quick recovery. I don't think that was any kind of faux pas. We didn't have to get into rule books. We didn't have to do anything like that. Also, my big hit was, having my engineering undergrad at the table who could look in the rule books and tell us how to actually play this game. The usage of the a single triggered action each round that's a nice little balancing tension.
Choose it wisely. Even when you get powerful and you start to have lots of options, you can't use them all. So use it wisely.
I'm looking at all the different options and what happens, and you start getting a lot of triggered actions right about now. So
right. Oh, another hit for me was the tension associated with just being on the river.
Yeah.
Having to deal with the eels was bad enough, but then having to make choices about driving the boat or forget the boat, we're just going to fight, and then oh shit, something's happening. I had built a little mechanic around that, and was just it was interesting to see to feel that tension. You guys feel that or
Oh yeah.
felt like you're feeling that tension or something. See you guys experiencing that tension.
And we had to hold back in some ways too, because you didn't want to fall out of the boat.
Right. You can do something like crazy, but fortunately none of that happened. How's everybody doing on hit points?
You're good.
I've taken 6 on each of my guys, 6 and 7, and they each have, I think, 30.
Morgan's a quarter down.
Down a quarter.
And then Yakufa is only down 4 because he got lucky on the low rolls.
Right.
Yeah, Opie's lost 6 of 31, and Ichabod's lost 7 of 38. So I'm nicked up, but I'm holding pretty good. Yeah,
Yakufa is at he's taken 4 of 35. So. And
just as importantly, excuse me for interrupting, is I haven't used either of my regenerate my hit points ability that everybody gets at second level or whatever it was.
Like that, yeah. And I still have plenty of healing spells that I can do for people. So
excellent.
Cool.
So that's as a cleric, one of the things that they get is shared regeneration. So I can trigger my own healing and trigger one other person's healing also.
Nice.
So keep that in mind as
nice.
we move forward.
Oh, and that's like your healing recovery, right?
Yeah.
Do you get full or half?
Let me check. I thought originally the other person gets half, but when we tried it, somebody pointed out that there we go. Choose one creature within range. The person also heals damage equal to its healing rate.
Oh, okay, so full. That's pretty powerful because usually the healing rate is half your rate.
Mm-hmm.
But the clerics get their full rate and they can heal a friend for their full rate. So that's pretty good.
And fighters get their full rate.
Oh, and it's the lighter classes like the
I think
magic users and the.
No, she gets her whole healing rate. Morgan gets her full healing.
Oh, she just did like a cantrip or a spell to get half her rate.
She did a super light. She did a super light heal spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. All right. Well, anything else to add about tonight's session?
Just sorry for starting so late.
Yeah, whatever. Like I said, we just hung out and caught up. That was fun.
Yeah, and look at the timing. We're about to land on the beach. How much further would we have gotten?
Beaches are going, dude.
It was almost an hour, so a lot further.
Maybe
a lot closer to our
Well,
yes.
I mean, we stopped at 9:45, so.
Right. Well, I mean, but we didn't actually start until almost 7:50.
This just gives us more time with.
Yeah, but we weren't ready to start until 7:30.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it didn't do anything. It was all cool.
Okay. All right.
Okay.